Right, so hey guys, what is going on? My name is Ben and welcome to this video. So I did one of these back at the start of the year and I decided, you know what? A lot has changed, so I'm going to do one for you today and we're going to take a look and see what's changed in the studio. Now, I just want to tell you that I'm absolutely boiling. Walking through the wooden plank door, you are greeted with a light switch and then another secret door. What's behind this secret door? You'll never know. Yeah, it's just a bathroom. Pretty cool, I guess. So then when you walk out of there, obviously you see my clapperboard, which pretty perfect clapperboard, not gonna lie. It's just there for decoration. I've had it for years. I have my wardrobe and lots of boxes on top. You can see Susan up there as well, so that's always nice to see. Boxes for like my NTG2 and my PSA1 and other things like that. Then obviously we have my light box as well that doesn't work, so that's good. Might as well bin it, but I'm not gonna because I'm not rude like that. The side of the cupboard there's just a load of rubbish, so that's good. Radiator that is with a towel on it that I use to dry myself. I need to get a new one because this one's starting to get old. So if we do a bit of a 180, we have my sofa, which is a sofa bed, which the room's not wide enough to actually use it as a bed, and it's very uncomfy to sit on, so I don't use it. It's got a nice little throw on it and a pillow, and some LEDs stuck around the back of it and underneath it, so makes it look pretty nice, and the only reason this happened is because somebody snapped my old one, so their guardian had to buy me a new one, so that's good. Yeah. I can only really have it on blue because the red LEDs in it don't work, so that's good, I guess. And above that, obviously, we have my whiteboard with a couple of motivational quotes on it and some times. Next to that, we have my taxi picture. It's a weird 3D photo of a taxi. And then I've got some shoes. Makes me look really hard, not gonna lie. Then obviously if we do another 180 backwards, going back around to the drawers, we have some drawers with some Calvin Klein, some Lynx stuff, and some more Lynx stuff. We have a 40-inch TV. Again, don't use it mainly because I've had my Skybox took off me because somebody else uses it, so that's pretty good. I've got a sound bar with a subwoofer that I'm not allowed to use because it's too loud. So that's pretty good. Got my wallet, box cutter because of Roadman, and remote for the TV. And then we have a hit flask, which I got for being an usher. So, and we have a little box with like my knockoff GoPro stuff in. So that's pretty cool. Fire extinguisher and some folders. Actually, if you take a look in this folder, we have some of my certificates. We have Best Director, Best Short Film, and Best Camera Operator, so that's good. Then obviously, if we move up, we have a bin with some rubbish in because I'm hard like that. Not emptying it just for the sake of a video. So then we move up, and we've just got the IKEA desk that I've had since March last year. A cup that my sister made for me when I was about 10. Pens and stuff and felt tips and stuff. A lens cap for the lens that I'm currently using to record this A-roll. Some post-it notes with a little note on it. And then we have, obviously, my iMac 27-inch 2012. Decent. Probably not going to be my main machine for much longer because hopefully by the end of August I'll have a MacBook, but there we go. Very unlikely now because lots of things are happening and it's not going my way. On top of that, we have a Logitech C920. I really don't use this anymore, but it's good to have if I ever want to do, say, reactionary type videos, which I think the next couple of videos that you're going to see are actually going to be that. So on the iMac, I've just got some little notes to myself as well. Underneath the iMac, we have the Google Home Mini, which is probably going to trigger because it's hard. In front of that, I've got a little phone stander and a couple of SD cards and a remote for the floodlight that I have behind my iMac. Because behind my iMac, I have a floodlight, in which I also have one next to my sofa, if you've noticed it. These were just 26 quid from Amazon, they're a bit crap, and even when they're off, they're still on technically because they still produce a little bit of light, which is a bit annoying because I can't be arsed turning the plug socket off every night, so just a little bit of light. And then I've got a hard drive, which I had to buy to replace the one that college's computers fried, so bit good. I still need to do still need to do more episodes of the series I started back in October. And that's just resting on the box it came in. In front of the iMac, we have the Apple wireless keyboard Generation 1, which I bought the other weekend just because the crappy Bluetooth one I had started to be a bit of a twat. So, yeah, because it just wouldn't work. So I went and bought that. I was going to buy a wired one, but then I was like, no. And then obviously I've got a trackpad, and they're both on a extended mouse pad. And moving over, this is probably the most recent addition. I have the Rode PSA-1, which has been permanently mounted to my desk. On there, I have my Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros and my Audio-Technica AT2020, which then run into my Behringer UMC22 audio interface. And then obviously underneath there we have some drawers with just crap in and camera lenses on top of and some stuff to try and help me sleep because I'm weird, okay? Pulling back, you can see my tripod. This is just a newer tripod, come from Germany. I got it back in about February, I want to say. Obviously on top of there is where my Canon 600D would sit, but obviously I'm using it, so I can't be using it now, if that makes any sense. To the side of that, we have my Godox SL60W with a big octagon softbox on. This was a ball ache to set up. Honestly, such a ball ache. So a little bit pissed off at that because it nearly didn't work, and it's not properly done, but it does the job. It's got a nice honeycomb grid on it, so it should produce a nice, decent light. That's on a light stand, which I need to replace because it's starting to like bend and it falls over. Then pulling back, we have the Rode NTG2, which I'm currently using right now to do this, technically a voiceover, which is in a little shock mount. I got this a couple of weeks ago, and it's decent so far. So like I said, that's in a little shock mount. The XLR cable runs down this boom pole, which I got today, which is, you know, the main reason why I'm doing this video now. The cable just runs around there, and it's got a nice little boom pole holder, and that then goes onto a light stand. I don't know why, but everything seems to come from Germany when I buy it off Amazon, so that's a bit good. And that just runs down one of my old light stands that I used to have my softbox on. It needs replacing because, yeah, it nearly snapped this morning, honestly. It was about a 50-degree angle. It should be straight up. And then my XLR cable runs into my Zoom H5, which I also bought a couple of weeks ago, which I'm currently using now to record this voiceover. And for the tests I've done, it's pretty decent. I'm not going to lie to you. I've not got the high pass filter on the microphone. It's just going in. It's just raw recording, and then I process it in Adobe Audition. And it should sound pretty good, just to my ears. Anyway, and then behind there I have the remote for the Godox Lite. I don't use this all that much, because I don't really need to, so there you go. On the wall above that I have the GTA 5 blueprint map that I bought of Tim a couple of years ago for like £1. And then behind there I have my canvas that used to have lights in it. It didn't work, so that's a bit good. And then obviously underneath there I have my keyboard, which I don't use. And then we have my bed, small single shitty bed that I wish I had somewhere else to put because it just takes up a lot of room, and it's awkward because it's underneath the window, and obviously it's summer, so it's bright at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then it's light till 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. So that is pretty good. Obviously, like I said, I've got a window which is just glass. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything. It is decent. I actually quite like it in here. I'm finally starting to get where I want in life. All this stuff I bought recently, and like I mentioned, I want to buy a new MacBook Pro, so we're going to try and do that by the end of August. And then I am still going to keep my iMac. I'm just going to get a riser for it and then connect my MacBook through Thunderbolt and use it as a very expensive, fancy display. Maybe I'll just use this as a standalone thing and then just use the laptop version when I'm out and about stuffs. So, yeah, that is pretty much everything. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to let me know by leaving a big fat like on it. If you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers at some point in my life. So, yeah, I'm Ben, and I am signing off.